Welcome students. The next terminology in the accountancy subject is trade payables. Basically, that is just opposite to the trade receivables. In the case of the trade payables, any amount which is payable on the account of goods purchased or the good or the services taken by the business is considered to be your trade payables. Any amount which is to be paid by the business on account of buying the goods or the services are taken up, if such payment is to be made by the business, it is considered to be your trade payables. It's a combination, it is a summation, it's a sum total of creditors and the bills payable. Now you have to learn the two terminologies, the creditor and the bills payable. The combination of both of these are trade payables. Now what is a creditor? A creditor is a person or a firm from whom the goods have been purchased or the services taken on credit and the payment has not been made yet. The business has to make the payment. The business is owing to them. The business has to make the payment to the concerned person. That is a liability for the business. And a trade payable, and a bills payable, the written consent for making the payment in future, the written consent which is being made by the business to the creditor that it will make a payment in future, that written consent, that paper document is considered to be the bills payable for the business who has to make the payment. Fine. Or simply you can say a written consent provided by the buyer to the person from whom he has purchased the goods or the services has been taken. That written consent paper is known as bills payable. The combination of these two will be considered your trade payables. The next is purchase. Now that is a common word. You are buying something, that is considered as a purchase. But in accountancy subject, whenever a business is buying the goods, that is the material in which business is dealing in, when the business is buying such thing, then only the word purchase is to be used. For example, if a business is of a cloth, the cloth dealer, if he is buying the clothes for the resale purpose, then it is considered to be his goods. Then only he has to use the word purchase at the time of buying of those clothes. But if the same person brought the furniture for the business, then it is not considered, then that is to be considered as a assets for the business. He will not be using the word purchase for those furniture assets. He has to use the name of the asset, as those are not the goods for the business. Next terminology is about the purchase return, that is concerned from the purchase itself. When the goods are being returned by the business to the supplier from whom the goods are being purchased, it is considered to be the purchase return, or also it is known as return outward. Similar to the purchase, a sales word is there. Again, sales is something which you are selling. No. In the accountancy, when the business is selling the goods or the services are being transferred to the customers, only then the word sales is to be considered. Opposite of that, sales return. When a customer return, the customer to whom the business is selling something, selling goods, and that customer returns back a part of the goods to the business, it is known as sales return or return inward. Now the next terminology is about the profit. That is very much common to us, profit. But in accountancy, what is the meaning of the profit is that it's a difference between the total revenue and the total expenses of a business in a year. Whatever the business is receiving in the year and amounts are being paid by the business in the year, when we are taking the difference of these two, that is your